Hey guys, out here, new City of Milton disc golf course. Gonna give you a preview of a few holes, hole 1, hole 2, and then the finishing holes, which are 16, 17, 18. Gonna kind of show you some of the open holes. These still need a little bit of clearing, just in terms of brush and things that have been moved from the wooded hole clearing, but should give you a good idea of what you're gonna see to start and then also to end on this course. So take a look at the video. We'll have one more part out, probably part 3. It's going to show you the last 5 holes in the woods, but and check out part 1 if you haven't already. Those showed 6 or 7 of the wooded holes as well. So take a look, tell me what you think. Check out the comments, give me some feedback, and like and subscribe to the video. I'll have a few more updates coming out soon. All right, look from the tee pad, hole 1, new Milton disc golf course. This is going to be a really good starting hole. So you're going to start a little bit uphill of a play here. Going to be looking at 290, 300, again uphill along this wood line. So not a whole lot of danger. A lot of these piles you see are going to be cleared. The brush is going to be kind of mowed down as well. One thing on this hole, there may be a mandatory on this pole to go right of the pole. So still gonna play that out, see how it looks. One of the reasons would be there's a hole running in these woods in here, and I don't want anybody hyzer bombing that hole. So shouldn't happen, but we know how misreleases occur sometimes. So this hole is just going to play up here. Going to have a little path road running through it. Could be interesting, again, tournaments could look at making this a river OB, where if you land in here, you're out of bounds. So could add some challenge to the hole, but these are all limbs cleared from the woods. These will be removed, obviously. We'll have some of this graded, and then your basket's going to come in here and just kind of land in the middle. So this is hole 1. Look from the basket back to the tee pad. Again, you can see you've kind of got a little bit uphill, then it's going to play a little sloping downhill. So open, very straightforward par 3 to start the course. Hole 2, we'll take a look at this hole. It's about 410, 415 to the pin. Going to play slightly uphill, but nothing major. So it's going to be another open hole, kind of riding this wood line. One thing to note, we will have a fairway for one of the holes running out there. Basket kind of be in this area. So these are going to be parallel fairways. Going to have to coordinate throws and things like that, but overall plenty of room. And then we've also got some mandatories and things that hopefully help keep people from trying to play too wide. So this brush right here will all cleared out for the most part, giving you a fair shot. And then of course, these are bushes from the woods that have been cleared and moved for ease of transport once they start hauling some of this stuff out. So as you can see, this is kind of what to expect. You've got clear fairway here, and then obviously you'll have open area once these bushes are gone. But overall straightforward hole. It's going to play again about 415. Not a whole lot of danger other than the fact that getting offline, getting into these woods may play out of bounds as well. I'm really going to look at what solution I can come up with to really have this whole wood line be OB. We've got some holes in here, some really good holes that we've pushed to the edge of the wood line within about 40-50 feet. So want to make sure that those are safe and that people aren't taking risks and going in there. This is a power pole here. This will probably be a mando, forcing you to play to the right of it. Basket's going to be up in this area, past these bushes. But we've got a hole in here. It's one of the ones we want to kind of protect. Just make sure that we're not throwing dangerous shots, throwing shots that could end up hyzering off. So we'll probably leave most of this uncleared here. Here are your flags. This will play as the basket. A little bit of slope here. One of the things I really like about this hole is got a lot of opportunity, right? So we got some paths here got some things that we could eventually use. This basket could move back. That's another thing I've looked at. You know, do we make it kind of a basket on the mountain back there? But lots of opportunity. Could kind of make this a OB behind it to protect any other holes. But again, this is hole 2, 415. Nice long hole, something where you can air it out. If you've got the distance, you can get the 2, but gonna be a 3 for a lot of people. Hole 16, Milton Disc Golf Course. Gonna be playing along the road here. It's a little loud, but as you can see, this one's gonna be very uphill. A lot of obstacles off the tee. Probably play a Pro-Am. I don't think there's a need for 2 pads on this one, but essentially gonna try to insert a little bit of challenge into this hole. You've already got a 30-foot uphill-ish, so 225 is gonna turn into 255, 260. Very possible. See some rollaways, and then again, just disc coming up short. Holes like this are really hard to gauge. It's one of those situations where you're just gonna have to probably get used to the hole. But basket's gonna come up here and be nicely tucked in this wood line. So my goal, if the city agrees, is that we clear out a nice 30-foot circle here from this tree to this tree, so that if you're outside of this, you're deep, you're gonna have a really hard time accessing the pin. So it's gonna be important to throw it either dead straight at it or leave it short. So we'll be down there. Great hole here. I think it's a nice attackable hole, but it's still gonna have some teeth on it as well. Hole 17 gonna be your longer par 4. So initially it was gonna be 585. Cut that down a little bit. One thing to point out, there will be a parallel fairway coming the other way. So something gonna have to consider just in terms of courtesy of play, when to throw, safety of throws. And then maybe at some point, depending on how the course is shaping up, you know, we look at maybe putting some out of bounds down this right side, opening this left side up a little bit. Haven't talked extensively with the city about what's going on over here. Run that by them and see. But right now it's jail, so I think a lot of people are gonna be playing hyzers out here, finish kind of in the middle. I think that's gonna be the goal, as long as there's no out of bounds. But you know, there's opportunity to make this little right side over here the OB line, and you still have plenty of landing space. It's pretty big. Widen that out a little bit, it'll make that even better. So long hole, my guess is most people are going to be landing somewhere in this area. One of the caveats on this hole, I think is going to make it a little bit more challenging, is this power pole right here. There will be a Mando requiring you to go left. So that is going to be a safety piece, just to make sure people aren't trying to bail out way out of here to make their shots easy to stay out of these woods. So going to require left of this power pole. May look at some out of bounds. Going to try to get some of this wood line pushed back. Actually, we're going to really have to. The basket will play about 30-40 feet. Again, this one was moved. It was going to be back here, kind of in between me and the truck, but we're going to move it. I'm going to move it right up in here. So nearly impossible eagle, but still a challenging hole. It's going to be a 2-shot hole for most people. Last but not least, hole 18. Move this back a little bit. We needed to kind of avoid some of this dirt clay area up here, but this is uphill. There's, you know, it may only be 300, I think is what it's gonna average out at, but this is a slope. I've thrown it multiple times and you find yourself coming up a little bit short if you're not attacking it right. So one of the cool things about this hole, not only with the uphill, but we are going to look to elevate the basket. I see a big one there. That's the one I like. Gonna have to coordinate with the city to see, are we comfortable with that one? Do we want to put it maybe somewhere up in here? This one clearly hasn't had any action in a while, hasn't been moved. If we put it on the front side, maybe secured that up a little bit, you're gonna have just an awesome basket out there that is very visible, attackable, and can give you some challenges on the green. So, and this is kind of where, if you go long, all it is a bunch of dirt, but could be out of bounds area. We could incorporate that. It's definitely not going to be a place you want to approach from. So thanks for checking out part 2. This showed you some of the open area, the open holes, 1, 2, 16, 17, 18. A lot of opportunity with these holes. Going to need a little bit of clearing, and then obviously just some upkeep to make sure the fairways are playable. A few things to figure out, like I mentioned, a lot of this wood line over here is going to be an out of bounds wood line. Need to find a good long-term solution to mark that. I don't want, to flag that or anything like that. So gonna be working on that with the city just to make sure that this course is as good as it can be. Give me some feedback on these holes if you have any. Not a lot of opportunity apart from what I did out here, but I think it's going to give us a nice mixture. A couple easier birdies, manageable birdies, and then some long holes that will still test you if you're trying to shoot really good rounds. So stay tuned to the page for any more updates. I'll be posting part 3 soon, hopefully next weekend. And before we know it, we'll be out here playing. Fingers crossed, Panhandle Open, May 2nd. We'll have a round out here to break this course in. So thanks a lot, guys. See y'all next time.